everybody on the Zoom call here, understand that we are recording. And if you give me, oh, if you'll give me a minute, Mark, if you can throw the agenda up there, please.
Yes, sir. I just gotta
And
find the right page.
okay,
Everybody see that?
I've got it.
Yeah.
Now the other day, Mark, when you did this, it took up the main screen. I don't have any problem with it doing that, but as we move into the colors and the Pledge of Allegiance and all them, I would like you to put that slide up there. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so
I'll try to do it as whatever we need. I've got them opened up to be able to pop up. I'm just gonna
okay,
have time to find it.
okay, not a problem. I have talked with Randy, and he will be coming on late as he's coming in from work. Let me go ahead and say that I made a bonehead move on this after reviewing the minutes from last month. As I stated, the meeting would be at 1900 tonight, but all month I've had posted that it was going to be at 1800. So that's my boo boo. Let's post the colors. Innovation should be invocation. Okay, with colors, with our colors of our nation in place, I will be the only one to recite any of this stuff. We learned that as we all try to talk, it chokes the bandwidth and you can't understand what it's saying anyway. Does anyone have an issue with that?
No.
No,
Okay, thank you.
I don't.
You can mute your mics if you will and follow me in the Pledge of Allegiance. Again, it just saves on the bandwidth. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, Mark, if you could give us an invocation at this time, please. Mark, you're still muted. Mark, you're still muted, please.
thank you for reminding me of that. I forgot to check that.
We'll get the bugs out of it.
Father, thank you this evening that we're able to gather together like this in a country that's still free enough for us to meet the needs of others, to help other legionnaires and other needs for the veterans and their families. I ask that this evening as we conduct our business, that you be with us, that you guide us in all that we do, and that you take care of us as we progress through this to take care of what we need to take care of. I want you to ask you to watch over each one of us as we do this. In your name, amen.
Thank you, Mark. If you'd post the POW MIA empty chair. Thank you. Resolution 288, adopted at the Legion's 67th National Convention, calls for the designating an empty chair at all official American Legion meetings as a continued symbol of the thousands of POWs, MIAs still unaccounted for from all wars and conflicts involving the United States of America, and the cause for which we stand, namely the repatriation of the remains of those who died bravely in defense of liberty, or full accounting of those still missing. Accordingly, at this time, the POW MIA flag has been placed on a chair as a reminder for all of us to spare no effort to secure the release of American prisoners from captivity. At this time, a moment of silence, please. Thank you, Mark. James, would you please mute your mic? It is picking up the background audio and it reduces the bandwidth. So if you just mute your mic, it'll help on the bandwidth. Thank you. Mark, if you can post the preamble, please. You already did it. Okay, if y'all will follow me as I read this, you've got it there on the screen. For God and country, we associate ourselves together for the following purposes. And there's 10 of these purposes, by the way: to uphold and defend the Constitution of the United States of America, to maintain law and order, to foster and perpetuate a 100% Americanism, to preserve the memories and incidents of our associates in all wars, to inculcate a sense of individual obligation to the community, state, and nation, to combat the autocracies of both the classes and the masses, to make right the master of might, to promote peace and goodwill on earth, to safeguard and transmit to posterity the principles of justice, freedom, and democracy, to consecrate and sanctify our comradeship by our devotion to mutual helpfulness. Anybody have any question on that? Okay, I now declare this meeting to be open. Let me do a roll call here. Commander, present. Vice Commander. Hello, Amy. You need to turn
Present.
your, thank you. Adjutant. Adjutant. VSO, Chuck, Amy, Mark, Jack, y'all all respond. Yay.
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 Yeah.
Finance Officer, Chaplain.
Aye.
Thank you, Mark. Sergeant at Arms
Present.
and Historian. Say something, James. I see you turn the mic on.
Here.
Thank you. Okay, do we have any visitors out there in the audience? Okay, let me share with you if I can find them here. And the wife just printed off to them. Has everybody had the opportunity to go to the website and watch last month's meeting? I'm looking for a response from everybody.
I think I have, since I posted it.
Okay. James, have you
think
had
I
an
did.
opportunity? Say it again, Amy. Say again, Amy.
I believe I did.
Okay, James, have you had an opportunity to go to our Green Bryant and watch the video from last month's recording?
No, I haven't.
Okay, folks, it's there for you to view. And as I go through the reading of the agenda, we're trying to eliminate the reading of the agenda because everybody will have watched the video from last month. Okay, the minutes. Let's see. Last month we had Jack, we had Amanda, we had Jack as VSO, we had Charles, we had Mark Holland, we had Gail Wilcox, we had Amy Manning, Randy DeWitt, Bart, and Hayden Woods. I don't see any of those people tonight. I spoke about the meeting to be held digitally. The library closes at 1900, so we cannot hold meetings there. Would have to have a post if they want physically to be there. Folks, I sent out last month and again today and last night, if you needed a place for the meeting to be held, that I would go to the post and open it. I got zero response, so as of zero response, I sit here in my office. Any questions about that?
I'm not for sure. I'll be honest with you. If I do, I'll talk to you tomorrow about it.
Okay. Last month, we collected $63 for the Child Welfare Foundation. I can't give you an update. Today is Amanda's birthday, so she's celebrating her birthday. So I don't have a lot of reports there. Amy or Chuck, Amy, how'd you make out today with the veteran you supported?
Really good.
Really good?
Yeah,
No
we're at a good
question?
point. Not right now, maybe later.
Okay, all right. We talked about the insurance last month. Chuck, have you done any VSO work this month?
No, sir.
Okay. Hi, Morgan. Welcome aboard. I guess you got Randy there, will you, or he's not in yet? Okay, you got that little button turned off. James, have you done anything as far as VSO work?
Maybe in the hospital, I can't find it. Yes, okay, started over again.
James, you are not intelligible with your mic. Don't know if you can get closer to it or what, but we couldn't hear you.
Due to me being hospitalized, I got too far behind on the training, the vehicle training. But we
All right, James, this is not working for you. I suggest you talk with me tomorrow on your VSO concerns. What about the template for the CB&L? Hi, Morgan. Everybody have a chance to look at the template for the CB&L? Folks, we're putting this information out to y'all,
Yes.
for your feedback on it. If you don't give any feedback, silence is compliance. Okay, we want to increase our dues by 5. Say again? James, I just can't pick you out at all. Can anybody make James out?
I can't hear him.
Is this any better?
A little bit, yes.
Yeah, I'll get with you tomorrow on all of that VSO training.
Okay, we talked about an increase of dues to $50. We did not get to vote on that last month. Can I hear a motion that we increase our dues to $50 a year?
I make a motion, we increase their dues to $50 a year.
Second.
Okay, any discussion on the dues going to $50 a year? Okay, all in favor, send Mark a chat. Yes, do increase to $50 a year. Mark, you may need to tell them how to send you the chat.
Well, there's a chat thing. Let me see. Vote.
In the meantime, from an adjutant report, she's still working with the Commander Brett Martin to write a letter to present to Ada for financial support for the Durant post. She will keep us posted on the progress. We talked about the American Officers Insurance through Infinity Legion Trust. If anybody is interested in that insurance, that's something you need to follow up with and get it going.
I got you. I'm all right.
Okay, we've got Randy DeWitt. These are minutes from last month. Randy DeWitt was voted in as finance officer. Amy Manning was voted in as first vice. Mark Holland was voted in as chaplain. Again, those positions will not become uh, occupied, for lack of a better term, until after the summer conference, which is 18 July to 21 July. That pretty well covers uh, last month's minutes. Does anybody need to add or delete or do anything with that? If not, Mark, you have a copy of them emailed to you. You have that, correct?
Yes, I believe I did.
Okay. So let's roll on with the finance report. Our monthly budget, folks, it takes us about $800 a month to keep the doors open. Ah, that being said, without any fundraisers, we're looking shortly, and Chuck, this is significant for you. We're looking at having to close the doors. We have got to get more involved in what we're doing. From a commander's perspective, I think we've got right at $3,000 in the bank. If you take 800 a month out for monthly fees, that's about 3, maybe 4 months that we can squeeze out of it. That's the sense of urgency that we're at. Um, Mark, have you got anything from a chaplain's report other than the fact that you're wanting to list all the names for a prayer list?
No, sir, but you didn't ask me about VSO either.
Well, I meant to.
Okay.
I meant to ask you and Gail both, and
Gail's
y'all's
trying to
time,
log on.
okay, and y'all's time that you're spending on that, we need to make sure we're capturing that in
Yes.
our reports. Okay,
Okay.
it makes it easier for the adjutant, Chuck. Make a note of this. If you roll it up on a monthly basis, so at the end of the year, you can turn around and do your consolidated post report, which goes to Congress and tells them how much work we've been doing. So, Mark, on that, as far as your VSO work goes, if you can annotate somewhere your hours to make sure they're called in
Okay.
today to Amanda, next August, it'll be Amanda from now till then. Hello, Gail.
Here she comes.
Hello, Gail. Well, you ain't got your microphone on. Hi, Gail. So anyway, if you and Gail can keep that up and send that in to Amanda until whenever, and of course you be the backup for it as something else you could post on our
Sir.
web page that our monthly or our hourly uh, commitment that we've done for veterans in the area.
Because we here at Envision Success, we also keep a real good track of how many veterans we help and how we help them. So
Outstanding.
we have that logged in, especially when you're looking for grants.
Did you do any good, Mark, with a roll with the vote count for the increase in the dues?
I have Morgan and Randy. I have Amy and Chuck and me.
And James, we need you to vote on the dues increase. And Gail, what we're talking about here is National has increased dues the first time in 9 years. So what we're looking at doing is a post is we had a motion and a second and discussion on raising our dues to $50 a year. If you would comment on the chat side to Mark on that.
Don't really have any comments on it.
July the 18th through the 21st is the summer convention. It's at Embassy Suites Hotel. And if you got a copy of the agenda, the address is on it. If you didn't get a copy of the agenda, you let me know or let Mark know and we'll get it to you. Now, when we go back, say again? Let's go back and talk about what's coming up. And Mark is working on getting us an Outlook calendar so that we can all share this. The flags that we put out downtown Durant, I'm looking at putting them out on the 19th of May, which is a Sunday morning. I brought this up to the Chamber of Commerce today. We did get donations to support our flag program, as I expect to get more next Wednesday. But we'll put our 100 flags out on the 19th of May, and then we'll pick them up. Hold on a minute, let me turn the page. Then we'll pick them up on the 2nd of June. Now in Durant, they have the Magnolia Fest, Memorial Day, the PRC Rodeo, and all that activities going on. I just think it's important for us to show our Americanism, get our name in the public's eye, and put our flags out. Amy, Chuck, James, and Morgan, and
We'll be there.
y'all know what that means.
Yeah.
Mark and
Just let us
Gail
know what
will take pictures of it and include you in it. Okay. How did we do on time? A little better tonight?
Well, I would say so.
Well, let's hear around from everybody on needs of the Legion or for the good of the Legion. We'll start right there with myself, and I'll keep my mouth shut. James, you're the next one on the screen here. You have anything for the good of the cause?
I think we need to do some fundraising and raise money.
Yep. Okay. Amy Manning, you're next. What are you doing with the Girl Scouts during the month?
We're fixing to end our year. I'll have to talk to my Janelle, who's who's in charge of us, and see what we can do to help the American Legion, how we can get in there better for you, and do our working together like we talked about. And we still have stuff going on in the summertime.
Amy, I need you working hard on that email / telephone list or the roster for the district or for the
Yes.
Randy, is that you coming in?
No, he's still preoccupied. Sorry.
That's all right. Gail, have you got anything for the good of the cause? We're still working on yours and Mark's 21 to the Office of General Counsel. We're not there yet, but I'm still working the issue.
We're looking forward to it.
I'm sorry on that. Okay. Chuck, as new commander coming in, I think we need to vote as to whether or not you're going to be the next commander. And again, folks, that will not take place until after the summer convention. But at this time, I'd entertain a motion to vote on Charles Manning as being the next Post 39 commander.
Make a motion that we vote on Charles Manning as the commander.
Who is that from?
That's James.
Okay, I've got a motion for Charles Manning to be voted in as the next commander for Durant Post 39.
I second.
I have a second on that. Any discussion? Anybody want to run against Chuck for the commander of Post 39?
Not me.
Okay, all those in favor, shoot mark a yes for Chuck.
Yes, for Chuck.
Yes, shoot him at chat so that he can count the votes and let us know how it turned out. So we'll be picking the flags up after we put them out on Sunday, the 19th at 8 o'clock. We'll meet at the post. We'll get our 100 flags and we'll put them out, and then we'll pick them up on the 2nd of June. Now, the reason I'm bringing this stuff up in June is because we don't meet again until the 5th of June. Now, the error that I made in posting that tonight was at 1800 is not what everybody had voted on. So I'm going to throw it out there again. And Morgan, I think it was Randy that said he needed it a little later. And
Yes, we do.
again, I apologize. I had it posted and didn't want to go against what I had posted. I think I could have called y'all and made the correction.
No, it's okay.
On the 5th of June will be our next meeting at 1900 hours. And I'd love to see everybody out there to help put the flags out on the 19th. And then
Yep,
we've
we will
got
be
the
there.
memorial service on the 30th here in Durant, and there'll be more coming on that. What kind of questions do we have across the board? Do you like this Zoom meeting? I need your feedback on it, folks.
In person,
I'm sorry, James, say again.
I'd rather meet in person rather than this, because I get messed up with it.
Okay, not a problem. So my
We
question,
agree.
say it again.
I said we agree with more in person, but still offer the Zoom for those who can't come in person.
Okay. Did everybody see my emails requesting that I be at the post to do this instead of here? Again, if you do not respond to the emails, I am not going to unlock those doors and sit there. James?
I didn't. I'm not sure what we're talking about.
Okay, well, folks, I am really trying to eliminate the headaches for everybody, and I'm trying to post everything on Facebook, so at your convenience, you can go on there. But if I'm asking questions and not getting a response, silence is compliance. Okay?
Okay.
All right, James, talk to me. Morgan, if Randy wants it in person, we can coordinate and make sure the post
Yeah.
is on. I just, again, without y'all's input, I don't know. And Mark and Gail, I don't expect y'all to come down here. I see no reason why we can't pursue this. Again, we're trying to get it written in our Constitution and bylaws. I've got to have y'all's input to make that happen. Amanda, right now, is your point of contact to sending that. She sent everybody a draft copy of the CB&L, and from my last communication with her, she has heard nothing from the force.
I haven't read over it completely, but
James, I didn't get that. Did anybody get James?
I'll get it read over. Do what, sir?
Anybody?
Yeah, this is one reason that I rather have a meeting in person than still do the broadcast for this, like we've had for those that can't make it. But I'd
Yeah.
rather.
Yeah, James, I understand the reason that you want it in person, and I have no problem with that. What I have an issue with is unlocking the building, sitting there, setting up, and nobody showing. I just soon do it from the comfort of my house. But I am glad to open the post up for anybody that wants to do it in person. Okay, I just need to know that. I don't want to go up there and sit by myself. I'd rather sit here and have a wife scratch my back.
Yeah, I would be there for sure, but as long as I know the time.
Okay, so Amy and Chuck, let's look at the 5th of June and who's gonna be the one that opens and closes the door. I'm not sure that I'm gonna be in the area then, but an event coming up this weekend that Mark and Gail, if you get down to, we're having an event in Kingston Saturday from 9 to 2 on. 9 to 2 o'clock. Anybody's driving through Kingston, stop and get a snow cone from Sheila and myself.
Where was that?
Anybody else?
You
We're gonna be on Main Street, Amy.
Okay. That sounds good.
It's an event for kids.
It's a kiddie event. They're supposed to be throwing some kind of foam stuff out in the street and have the kids jump and raise cane, and well, let's just leave it at that. You know what kids do. Besides eat. Okay, anything else? If not, folks, I'm gonna wrap it up. I thank you for showing up tonight. Please go on our Facebook page and look at last month's recording of the meeting. And Mark, as soon as you can get it done this time, if you post it. And I'm
I will do so.
I'm looking forward to your post on our webpage, now that you and Amanda have got that worked out. And Chuck, you need to be dead on in getting involved with that and understanding what it is. It's all over my head, but Mark and Amanda are setting you up.
Aye,
I have something I wanted to mention, that if anybody has any questions for me as a chaplain, he sent everybody my email and my phone number. You can either text me, you can email me, or you can call me. My purpose here is to be here as a servant to y'all. And so that's what I want to be. So let me know if there's any concerns you have or anything like that, or if you have pictures or anything to post on the website, email them to me so I can put them up there.
Thank you, Mark. Okay, Miss Morgan, you're gonna pass all this to Randy?
I will.
Okay. Gail, you have any closing for us?
No, not this week.
Okay, Mark, if you'll give us a getting out of here prayer, and everybody be safe. Always understand you can call me at any time. Email me, message me, whatever. I am here for my sole purpose is to support y'all, keep the train on the track. You're the engines. Okay?
Thank you. And thank you, Mark, for earlier.
Yeah,
Mark, if you would please close this
certainly.
out.
Certainly. Father, this evening, as we've ended this meeting and we've discussed business that needs to be taken care of, we ask that you watch all over each of us to guide us and protect us during the week, to help us meet the needs of those that we reach out to and that reach out to us. I ask you to protect, guide, and bless each one. In your name, Jesus. Amen.
Amen. Okay, folks, locally, I'll see you on the 19th to put the flags out. Unless we have an emergency meeting, I'll see everybody else on the Zoom on the 5th of June. Enjoy yourselves, take care of each other, and God bless you all. Thank you. Mark, record button, please.
Record button, please.
Okay, y'all log out on your own.